Hi, I'm Randy Alvarez. Welcome to this week's Randy Alvarez Video Blog Marketing Report. This is part 4 of 25 of how to make a better presentation, specifically for video on the web. Now, video on the web is not just for your YouTube channel. It's for your Facebook posts, it's for your video blog, it's for your website, and your YouTube channel. I've been looking at a lot of Facebook and Twitter links lately by medical doctors and dentists. And what I'm finding is there are certain people that it's negative, negative, negative. Look, we have CNN, we have Fox News. Both of those give us enough bad news. So why are you presenting all of this bad news? Everybody's trying to differentiate themselves. And I'll tell you the best way to do it is not sound like everybody else, all the other amateurs spreading the bad news. Now, there is bad news associated with what you're talking about. I want to give you examples today of what I'm talking about, by the way, in the world of dentistry, cosmetic surgery, and integrative medicine that I hope you can relate to. Now, you can imagine I've spent, and I've counted, over 19,000 hours helping doctors, medical doctors, and dentists and other health practitioners help them deliver their message. And there's huge differences in the slumping practitioners and the doctors that are thriving, that are helping a lot of patients, that have national best-selling books or PBS specials, or that are invited on the local news again and again and again. So I want to share with you some of these tips. And this part 4 of making a better presentation is about being positive, but not just positive in your video, positive in the headline about the video. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're posting something on your Facebook business page. You could either put gum disease is killing you, or the dangers of gum disease. A lot of different negative headlines. Now, who wants to click on more bad news? Or you could put no more bleeding gums, fresh breath, a great smile. Then, so on your video, start with the positive. If you have loose teeth, bleeding gums, bad breath, all of a sudden your teeth, you have hot and cold sensitivity where you didn't have it before, there's good news for you. Let's talk about what's causing that, and you could talk a little bit about the bad news, give the scientific data. Look, everybody's on the defensive for information, so make sure it's relevant and make sure it's credible. Present the facts, the science, and talk about possibly where they're headed if they do nothing. But again, tell them about the clinical stories you have of reversals of these problems in the world. And so the headlines are important on your videos. So if you are, for example, and I took some of these down from Facebook posts, one person posted, a doctor of chiropractic in Orange County, put lead can kill you. And I'm thinking, who's going to click on that? Some people may click on it. It may not be your best patients. Instead, I thought, why not just put how to detox lead and feel great and have more energy, right? Better headline. So the headline is as important as the content within whatever you're talking about. So the next thing would be like gum disease. We've already talked about. Here's another one. A cardiologist, well-known cardiologist. Actually, he's an integrative health guy, and he's in San Diego. And I look at his headline, and it says 130,000 Americans die of sudden cardiac death. That's his headline. So that's scare tactic. And by the way, there is a place in which this is a big conversation for that negative fact, but not in your headline. So in the headline, make it positive. So instead of 130,000 Americans die of sudden cardiac death, you might as well put the best way to prevent sudden cardiac death. It's a better headline. And then when you do your video blog or your video presentation on YouTube, start with the positive, talk about the clinical facts that you've seen within your own practice, more good news, and then talk about the dangers if they do nothing. That's a simple recipe for a positive video. Make sure you're smiling when you're talking. Look, there's a one-to-one relationship. The most successful integrative medicine docs in this country have the most YouTube videos. The most successful dentists that I know have the most YouTube videos. And the most successful plastic surgeons I know have the most YouTube videos. And they're not long. See, it's our perfectionism that holds us all back. Trying to say the perfect thing or talk about the right thing or give the right statistics. Make these videos 1 and 2 minutes. Be positive. And don't get into the depth of the whole situation. Here's a great tip for those of you that are overwhelmed by what is my content? What do I say? Right? When you watch the news tonight, local news, what are they doing? They're reading teleprompters. of news that's either they got from AP News, the BBC, or some other news organization, things that we could actually get ourselves on the internet, right? But they're just reading the news. Why don't you take a relevant, hot topic? It could be about resveratrol, it could be about gum disease, it could be about diabetes, it could be about whatever you want, and say, recent article said this, and then throw in your simple 2 cents and say, if you'd like to know more about this, give our office a call. I'd love to meet you face to face. Keep it very simple. That's how you start, and then start giving more and more of your opinion. Look, develop a small audience with your videos, might be 2 or 4 or 8, and then start getting a loyal group of people that are addicted to your content and to your positive attitude. Let me tell you something. When you look at the most viral videos of all time, whether it's that Gangnam Style, that guy that's dancing around, or Charlie Bit My Finger, these are videos that make you feel good. Your videos have to make patients feel good when they watch them. When they quit watching them, or when they're done, it gives them a new lease on life. Gets them excited. Makes them want to start living a healthier life. Keep that in mind when next time you do your negative crap out video that I see all the time. That's this week's report. We'll see you next week.